In this question, we have a sphere of mass 4m. Well, let's call this one P. We'll call the other one Q. And what have we got going on here? Mass is 4m, and it's traveling at speed u, and it strikes a stationary sphere, so its speed is 0, and its mass is 2m. The coefficient of restitution is e. So we have our speeds and we have our masses. We don't know what's happening afterwards here. We call them P and Q. So M1U1 plus M2U2 equals M1V1 plus M2V2. And V1 minus V2 over U1 minus U2 is equal to minus E. So let's go with these equations. M1U1 is 4MU plus 2m times 0 equals 4mp plus 2mq. Dividing by m, we're going to get 4u is equal to 4p plus 2q. And if we need to divide by 2, we can get 2u is equal to 2p plus q. So we have a q, you get q in terms of p and u in that equation. Next one. V1 minus V2 is P minus Q over U minus 0. U1 minus U2 is equal to minus E. So P minus Q is equal to minus EU. So from this equation, we can get P is equal to Q minus EU, or we could get Q is equal to P plus EU. So we take this equation up here. We can now say, instead of having Q, we can say that 2U is equal to 2P plus Q, so plus this guy here, P plus EU. So we want P, we want the speed after impact, so we can see here that 3P on the right is going to be equal to 2U minus EU. So 3P is equal to U times 2 minus E, so P is equal to U over 3 times 2 minus E. U over 3 times 2 minus E. There's our speed for P. And we do something similar with Q here. We can just put P in here. We can sub P in here and find out what Q is. So now we can say 2U is equal to 2P. So 2 and then P becomes Q minus EU. And then we're going to have plus the Q at the end. And we want to simplify down for Q. So 2U is equal to 2Q minus 2EU plus Q. So we're going to have 3Q is equal to 2U, and I'm bringing across a minus, so plus 2EU. So Q becomes, well, I'll factor out the U first. U times 2 plus 2E. So Q is going to be equal to U over 3 times 2 plus 2E. U over 3 times 2 plus 2. Oh, we've got 2 over 3. Okay, yeah, they factored out the 2 out of the 1 plus E, but these two things are the same. So Q is equal to 2U over 3 times 1 plus E to make it fully simplified. Part B then. The loss in kinetic energy. So we're asked, what are we asked? Prove that the loss in kinetic energy is this guy here. So let's just write our kinetic energy formulas. So kinetic energy, a half mu squared. So let's see what's happening before and afterwards. Before is, well, we can do it up here. Half mu squared, a half m, which is 4m, by u squared, which is just u squared. U squared, so that's just 2mu squared. That's what's happening before. After, it's a half m 4m by p squared, and we also have a half 2m by q squared. Now that's going to be 2mp squared plus mq squared. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to work out p squared and q squared and then bring them back in. So what do we get for p down here? P squared and q squared. Well, here's p. P squared is equal to the whole thing to be squared is a product, so both of them to be squared. So u squared over 9 times 2 minus e to be squared. Now what format do they want us to multiply that out? 2 minus e, 2mu squared, 1 minus e squared. Yeah, I think we need to multiply this out. Or we can, do we have a 1 plus e squared? No, just a 1 minus e squared. Okay, so u squared over 9 times 4 minus 4e plus e squared. So that's p squared, q squared. Down here, q squared is also equal to u squared over 9 times, well, we actually have the 2u. Let me do the 2u. It might be a bit tidier. So I'm going to square this guy. So 4u squared over 9 by 1 plus e to be squared, which is 4u squared over 9 times 1 plus 2e plus e squared. And we wanted 2mp squared and mq squared, so I'm just going to put an m here. That's m times q squared, and 2m times p squared. I've got a 2m. So we have to add these two things together. So let's look at the format of the answer. They want 2mu squared over 3 outside the bracket. So let's factor out 2mu squared over 3 from both of these. 2mu squared over 3. That would leave, I'd have to multiply that by 1 over 3 to get 2mu squared over 9. And then I have the 4 minus 4e plus e squared. So I'm going to have 2mu squared over 3 times 4 over 3 minus 4e over 3 plus e squared over 3. And similarly down here, if we factor out 2mu squared over 3, I'd have to multiply that by 2 over 3 to get 4mu squared over 9. So it's 2mu squared over 3 times 2 over 3 times 1 plus 2e plus e squared. So that becomes 2mu squared over 3 times 2 over 3 plus 4e over 3 plus 2e squared over 3. And now we have the same thing, this 2mu squared multiplied by two different things. So we can bring these two things together. It's like 4 times x plus 6 times x. It's going to be 10 times x. So we have to add this whole thing with this whole thing. So we have 2 over 3 plus 4 over 3, which is 6 over 3. We have minus 4e over 3, and we have plus 4e over 3. They're going to cancel. And then we have a third of e squared and 2/3 of e squared, which is just e squared. So that's 6 over 3 obviously equal to 2. So 2 plus e squared times 2mu squared over 3. That's the kinetic energy afterwards. So the loss is the first one. Where's the first one? What do we have? 2mu squared before. It was 2mu squared before. So if we say 2mu squared minus 2mu squared over 3 by 2 plus e squared, that will give me the loss of kinetic energy. So let's just multiply it out. I think 2mu squared minus 4mu squared over 3 minus 2mu squared e squared, 2mu squared e squared over 3. So I have my mu squared. I have mu squared here and mu squared here. So I have 2 of them minus 4/3. So that's 6 over 3 minus 4 over 3 for just a little bit of rough off to the side. So I'm going to end up with 2 over 3 mu squared with those two. And then minus 2mu squared e squared over 3. You could probably see a simpler way to do this, but it's just to show you every step. So now I have a common factor of 2/3 mu squared. I don't need the bracket there. 2/3 mu squared, and I'd have to multiply that by 1 to get the first term, and minus e squared to get the second term. So 2/3 mu squared times 1 minus e squared, which you can see here is the loss in kinetic energy. So like, what's that, 10 minutes to do that question? Quite a long question with very little information. So these are the ones that are well worth practicing for Leaving Cert 2022.